Hello folks and welcome back to Roller Coaster Tycoon. We are here in our challenging parks. We have Mothball Mountain, which it's a mouthful to say, I can't say it quickly, and I have absolutely no memory of this park whatsoever. These 2 and 3 I remember, Lightning Peaks and all the rest of this I remember. Mothball Mountain, I have absolutely no memory of, just based on the name and the description. So it's a hilly forest of Mothball Mountain theme park built from scratch, which is awesome. This is the first one we've had to build from scratch in a while. Let's get 800 guests there by the end of October year 3 with a park rating of 600. So I'm going to quickly pause the game here. We'll take a look and see what's going on inside of, Mothball Mountain is tiny. Let's see what land. Oh my, we can buy lots of land. But this is a tiny little park. I'm not really digging this setup. And all we have so far is just this one path. Awesome. All right, so we'll see what we have here. I don't know why I brought that option up. Let's go with these paths for this one. It's been a while since we used something like that. So I'm just going to build straight like that, I think, for right now. I am also going to... I'm tired of the wood supports. I like those better. All right. And then let's very quickly take a look and see what we have. I'll pause it again because, I should do that. Loan-wise, we can get up to... Oh, we have almost no loan available to us, so we need to be really careful with our money in this one. We're definitely not using the train. All right, so basic ones here. Okay, we have some more interesting ones. We have not actually built a suspended swinging coaster yet. And to be honest, we haven't built spinning wild mouse because I hate them. But we've built the other ones, which is nice to see that we have those options. Thrill ride-wise, we got nothing. We got a log flume, which is awesome. And then we have a good assortment of snacks and places for activities. So let's get those things built in here very quickly. And I'm just going to quickly go through kind of pausing and unpausing just to make sure that I can set pricing and all of that stuff right out of the gate. So I don't always like to put food and bathroom and all that stuff right at the front of the park, but for this park, I think I'm going to, mainly because we just don't have a lot of space. And we need to conserve as much space as we possibly can in order to be successful, in my opinion. Because I think we theoretically could fill this area up with just rides and get 800 people in there, I think, without having to purchase any extra land. That may or may not be true. It's probably not true, but I think we can do it. So let's take a look and see what we have with all of that. So that's our first step. Then we're going to put a carousel, and we're going to dump that in right behind that, once we unpause the game, that is. And then we'll rename that merry-go-round number 1. We'll get the exit path there, and we'll get a little entrance path like so. Okay. $1's fine. We'll open that up. And let's see, what else do we want to build? This needs to come in stages because we just don't have a lot of cash available to us down the road here. So we need to make sure we're spending appropriately. We're going to hopefully get some thrill rides here. We'll probably make a little path going off this way for additional rides. So maybe I'll get the right path set up here. Unpause, sorry. We'll do something there. We might be able to get a kiddie coaster there and come back down and around that way. We'll see. And then we're going to build our thrill ride center right there. We'll have it come out and over like that. We'll rename it. That's fine for the cost for right now. We're going to have that red, right? Like, makes sense. There we go. All right. And then we have this area here to work on either a wooden coaster or a kiddie coaster. I think a kiddie coaster makes the most sense there. Maybe not. I don't know. But again, I'm trying to just group stuff together and do things as quickly and easily as possible. So you can see the cost down on the bottom right of that pop-up. It says cost from $2,800. If we go to the kiddie coaster, it's half the price, or even less than half the price. Mine train coasters more, and suspended ones even more. The only thing I don't like about this, let alone it not being like we're going to build a custom one, obviously. Wow, that's fun looking. It doesn't have on-ride photos, so maybe we'll go through and build a wooden coaster here and just see what that brings for us as we go through here. So let's go ahead and do, and I'm not going to get a long train, I don't think. We're just going to go 6 cars sounds just fine. We'll go in and do that. We'll have just a little bit of a lift hill here. You can see we have to stop because we're out of space there, and I don't want to buy any additional land. At least not yet. And we're going to do something like that, I think. And are we out of space? Oh, we don't have space, okay. So we're going to have to make sure this thing pops up, comes back down, and we turn it immediately. There we go. Okay. So that's fine. Let's see if we can get under that. No problem. Okay. So maybe we'll throw the guest up and back down. Nope. There we go. All right, we'll do an on-ride photo section there. And I don't really know, I don't really have a goal in mind with this one as far as layout goes. I want this to be pretty simple for the most part because it's a lot. And there we go. Okay, that will work. So we'll do that. Then we'll have brakes come in. And then block brakes to finish it off. Okay, that should work, right? That's not terrible. So let's, we have 2 trains. Let's test it and see what happens. I guess we should probably hire a couple people as well. Not that we have a lot going on for us right now. 1, 2, 3. Nope, not 4, just 3. 1, 2, 3, space, 1, 2, 3, space, 1, 2. All right. So that was 1, 2, and 3. So 1, 2, 3. Boop. All right, let's take a look at this coaster and see how we're doing. It's going to be a really short ride, and it's going to come into the station hot. So we're moving into the station, coming in at almost 40 miles an hour when it hits that brake run. I'm going to call this one Splinter, which I don't think is a name I've used before. It's still not creative, but it's okay. And look at that, we get an exciting ride without much, honestly, not too much downside. Like, it's a compact coaster, but it should work. All right, so we'll do that. I'm just gonna change the color of these. Light blue, and then go with the green, all screen. Yeah, that works, okay. And I suppose we should build a line for it. And we are almost out of money, which is amazing. Just getting rid of these things. Used up most of our money. So we're gonna quickly try to build this bad boy out. And then we'll, there we go. Okay. Is our park actually even open? No, our park's not even open. All right, we open all that up. Hopefully that will get some guests coming to the park. And we'll see what the day brings us. I don't want to do any advertising campaigns quite yet, just because it doesn't seem to make sense. And I could theoretically move. Let's do some things here. What I was going to do is I was going to move this bathroom over here and then move the entrance over there, but it doesn't make sense because the reason why I can move that bathroom is because the exit's there. So we'll just let that ride. Let's see, this one is, the ride time is 1:17. That's shocking to me. All right. All right, we'll do something like that, and we'll see what happens. We're up to 5 guests. We might need to do some advertising. So for the park we can't even afford that. How about advertising for a particular ride? And we're just going to go with Splinter. And we'll start that up, and we'll see what happens. This one is challenging. I'm actually not... there's a reason why I don't remember this park, because I probably didn't play it very much, because it's hard. Go-karts are a good one for this. Our next attraction is most definitely going to be a log flume, I think. Somewhere, maybe just in this area going underwater, or have like a loading area over here and then have it go dipsy-doo through that. We have some built-in cache right there, folks. But then it gets really mountainous and a little harder. So let's speed the game up here. I know I don't always do that, but I usually do. And I really just want to make sure that we get guests in the park, because right now we don't have a lot, and that means we don't have money, which means we can't do anything. Like, we are in the hole right now, which is fine, but we prefer to not be in the hole with money. So hopefully we can pump some cash out of this coaster, get it rolling along. Looks like we're doing a decent job of it so far. And we've already used up our advertising campaign, that's what it said, right? Yeah. But we got people in the park, that's what we really needed right now. We already have, we're going to have 150-ish guests here real soon. There we go, we're already over 150. And we can see that we are getting a line for this. Like, there are max number of people on this ride. It is doing its job, and it should make us a decent profit. So we're going to put it in fast, not turbo. We're going to put it in fast. Quick, fast, and turbo. I like the designation of speed there. We also have area to put a ride up here. We do have entrance or access for the pathways there. Our problem right now is that it's going to be really crowded. So we need a place for our guests to go to get out of that. And I think we might have to put in one of these houses here. But let's take care of the land height issue here. So that will work, and then we can get that there, that there, haunted house, go with the red again. I'm a really big creature of habit when it comes to this game. I apologize, it's just how I've always played this game. Is there's just things that I like that work, and I just kind of continue with them. I apologize. But if you take a look at our guest here, they all think it's too crowded, and Splinter is looking too intense for them. So we're probably gonna need it's not that high intensity. This spot here is the roughest. But even that, it goes around that spot pretty quick. I'm pretty happy with this ride though. For a really small footprint ride, it gets the job done, I think. Now, what I'd like to have is another higher intensity or medium intensity thrill ride. I don't know what we have coming our way. Oh, we have a pirate ship that came our way. Okay, we can do that. That can be put in right over there, I think, without really too many issues. So if I put that in there, we need some more money to do it, but that shouldn't be a big deal. Let's get rid of some of the trees there. The rain is killing us too. That's making stuff much tougher than it needs to be. So let me see, what's our hold up there? Okay. Let's go normal speed. We need to get rid of that and that. So put our entrance and our exit. That there. Let's just go with the yellow, I guess. We don't have any money. Right, but we still are drawing people to our park. Like, this is not a big park in any way, shape, or form, and we have almost 300 guests, which is just stupid. All right, I'm happy with that. And we can open that one up now too. And we'll do that. Have we actually sold anything here? We have one burger sold, and do we have any drinks sold? Nope, no drinks. But if we take a look at this area, yeah, we've sold lots of customers with that. We have lots of umbrellas and that. This is making $1,400 an hour for us. It's not this ride, which is now over $11,000. So it's going to pay itself off real fast. But that's what we need. We just need rides that are going to help us pay some bills and clear out some of this capacity that we have. We probably are also, just trying to see here, this little bump out for that. I think we're going to continue out that way eventually here. Stop with that. I don't want, I'm not used to there being options when you go in. And classic RCT, you kind of just, and by classic, I don't mean RCT Classic, the newer game, the original one. You don't get options. What you have is what it is, and that's about the long and short of it. It's fun to see all the new options, but I get confused by them very quickly because I'm just not used to having that much stuff as a choice. The choices are largely made for you in the original game, which is fine. There's, again, it's this game I absolutely love. There's a reason why I'm putting it on this channel. I love so much of this game, and I'm happy that I get to play it with you guys. But it's also just really fun to see where we've gone and kind of what we've done. I think you've seen my love of amusement parks with Park Tech videos and all that stuff. So this is just kind of a natural continuation of that. We're going to try to jam some more rides in here. Eventually we're going to get this guy, and that's going to go, let's see, it's going to go right in there. And then we need some space for some lines, but we're going to get that in there. We're going to build a new pathway out, and then we're going to eventually hopefully get the water flume, or log flume, excuse me, in there. I'm not interested in attracting guests right now because our main goal is to attract money. Right now we're minus $3 a week. It should go up. We can see we're ebbing and flowing. We spent $10,000 and we have not made a real profit on any of that expenditure yet. So we need to spend some time and build up some capital. But as I say that, I'm going to go through and spend capital to build more rides. This is my bad part of this game, is I just want to build stuff and go in and see what exactly is working or not working for these rides. So this one is going to go like this, I think. And I don't want to build a super long line. Something like that I think is more than enough. There we go. We're going to make that cost $2. But everything seems like it's on the up and up as far as pricing goes. So that's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2. If you've watched any of my Park Tech videos, I promise I'm not a crazy person. It's just that I really dig lines and symmetry and order and all that stuff. So that's where it comes from. It's out of love. It's not out of being a crazy person. Maybe it is, but we're good there. All right, so you can see that, like, our pathways are not crowded anymore. If we take a look at this, we don't have people being crowded anymore. They're saying the pirate ship's a really good value. I'm not going to increase the price of that. Now we're going to get crowded paths because the rain, which has been a persistent issue for us, unfortunately, through most of this build so far. And then we got to see. We got to launch free fall. Awesome. We got space for that. And we actually have budget for it now. We are making money. So we're going to get that launched free fall in somewhere over here. And we'll put it right like that. Okay. We'll test it and make sure it doesn't crash. All right, so we can definitely speed it up. Let's see if it wants to go there. There we go, that's perfect. Launch zone is the name because, again, I am a creature of habit. And that's what we do. And let's see if we can charge $3 for that. I think we should be able to. I'm not thrilled about the sickness level on that ride. It's a very high intensity. Maybe we're going to dial it back a bit. And we got a lot of people in this area. We're at least having people eat, which is good, but I don't think it needs to be that. So let's close this, and we've actually haven't done this. We can do a drop ride as well, so we can call this drop zone. All right, and we'll take a look and see how that works. One of my favorite amusement parks when I was a kid was Dorney Park, and they had, what was it called? Was it Dominator? I don't remember what it was called, but they had a dual version of this, and it had a third leg as well to help support everything, but it was really fun. Oh, goodness, the nausea ratings. No, we're not doing that. Okay, so let's do some construction and dial this ride back. Let's bring it down to 120 feet. And then let's do our upward launch, but we're going to smack that down a bit. Ooh, maybe a bit more. To 45. There we go. I'm happy with that one. Let's hopefully see that makes people happy as well. There we go. Those are the numbers I'm looking for. So that looks good. I'm happy with that. We also just got a new ride, the motion simulator, which is going to fit right in here very nicely. We just need to remove some ground, or level some ground for it. And then we can go in and take a look. There we go, and that's going to be another ride that we can use during rain and stuff. So I'm happy to have that ride as part of our collection here. And we've been very thrill ride heavy, mainly because I know they can't get the motion simulator. Give me a second. Goodness. The game's yelling at me down there at the bottom. But we have a good selection of rides. You can see that we mainly have full lines at this point, other than people are not digging this one. Oh, no, they think it's a good value at $3. Okay, so we're leaving money on the table, and I'm okay with that for right now, mainly because you can see we're rocking through a lot of this stuff, and this thing's up to $12,000 an hour. I'm just amazed at some of these rides. Luckily, it doesn't seem like it's been a real issue to get people to come to this park. We have been consistently building stuff. We've been going out of our way to make sure that we add things routinely and making sure that they are quality attractions. So I'm happy with where we're at right now. We're just going to add on a few more of the basics. Again, this is not a this is not a theme park. Let's go with that. And I tried to talk about that when I played Parkitect as well, which I do want to bring back some Parkitect videos down the road here. We still haven't done any of the DLCs, but beyond that, this is an amusement park. It's there for fun. It's there to get rides and thrills and all that stuff. It's not a theme park where you're looking for theming. It doesn't have any because this is not that type of park. So I think I'm going to modify some of my plans here as well. This pathway, I don't think it needs to continue all the way down here. I think over in this area, we're going to build a log flume, have it go out here, dipsy-do around, come up, splash down, and then come back into the station. And it'll be the thing in that corner, and then maybe build a kiddie ride here. And that, I think, it might do it. I want to make sure we have an outlet, so this pathway is going to have to continue all the way to the woods there just in case. But I think we might have an outlet there. So let me attempt to build that. We're going to get rid of that guy. And I just want to make sure that we have this part established. It goes like that. But I'm very happy with what we have so far. And we also have this area over here. So we do have some other stuff we can do. We have more thrill rides coming our way. What do we got? I don't know. And we're already halfway to our goal. We're only in August of year 1. We have 400 something people in this park, which is awesome. What thrill ride are we getting next? A top spin. That is not a good choice for this park, as we have lots of sick guests. I'm going to actually go in here and turn on gentle rides and roller coasters. A steel coaster would be killer in this park because we could put on a shuttle loop and it's game over. or a corkscrew coaster as well. We haven't had a lot of those. I think maybe since I've been doing a series, we've had it twice, and we've built once. But it's a solid ride because you can build a boomerang, like a Vekoma boomerang, and you're set. It's a nice capacity ride. It's relatively inexpensive to build. You can even add an on-ride photo section, and you're solid. So we're doing a job here. And finance-wise, I can pay off that last $1,000, so we're back to where we started. And you can see that we've made money throughout this. We still have the original loan, but that's okay. We spent the original loan, and we have all of this to show for it. So, and I'm sorry for the flashing with this. That was a more intense thunderstorm than most of the ones in this game. So let's see here. The top spin could go in this area without really any issue whatsoever. So I could throw it back in this corner and have it exist, and it should be fine. I think we can get up to $4 for this ride, so we're going to try that and see what happens. And I'm not going to build a really big line for it because I don't know what type of demand it's going to have yet. We're going to test that one first. We already see that it's set up like that, and then we'll open that up. Okay. Oh, let's do that one. That was more fun. Nobody can go there because it's going to be a throw-up zone. And what do we need to do here? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, space, 1, 2, 3. Okay, then I can get my groove going again. 1, 2, 3, and then we got boom, ba-doom, ba-doom, ba-doom. Okay, I'm happy with that because that gives us space for another flat ride to go in right there. You can see if people are going on it. What are they thinking? Yeah. Looking at top spin makes me feel sick. Yeah. As I said, my childhood theme park, Dorney Park, had one of these. It's called Hang Time. I have no idea if it's still there. I haven't been to Dorney Park in like a significant amount of time. Let's go with that. So I don't know what's there, what's not anymore. They do, at least as of recording, they do have a B&M dive coaster going in this year, or this upcoming year, which is pretty awesome. But I honestly don't know what's still there. Thunderhawk and Steel Force are there, and that's all I really care about. And I think Hydra is still there. We replaced one of my favorites, Hercules, which, man, if RMC was around when Hercules was built, and for those of you who aren't familiar, RMC is Rocky Mountain Construction. They make, basically convert a lot of wooden coasters over to other things now, and do a darn good job at it. Just make really high quality, fun rides. But Hercules would have been a perfect candidate for an RMC. It just would have been it would have been an insane ride if that were. It was the first, at one point, Dorney Park was a tiny little amusement park, and it was the world's largest wooden coaster with a drop, because it dropped over a hill, down into a lake, and then the first drop went into a mind-numbing, and I don't say that like it was mind-numbing, turn across the lake after the first drop. So you went to the drop and immediately went through this giant turn, and it was a lot of fun. Again, it scrambled your brains, and that's why it's not there anymore, but it was a lot of fun. So we're up to 500 something guests, which is pretty remarkable for this. We're in September year 1, so we're still not through our first year. We are making money. You can see we're almost up to $2,000, and I'm pretty happy with where we're at right now. Other than the distinct lack of rides that can deal with people with the rain, because we have a very rainy situation here. So we got a looping coaster coming our way. Yes, that's game over. Once we get that, that's game over. We can build that looping coaster right in here, have it just go out this way. That will still give us space for our mini coaster if we want to, and our log flume over here. And then we have 2 areas reserved for flat rides. So we're going to speed up the game a little bit, making sure that we can get our looping roller coaster. There it is. Let's build this on. Let's bring it back down to normal speed. And we're going to build this ride. Man, we could even build it down underneath stuff. We're not going to do that, but we could. So I'm going to do this, I think, like that. 2, 3, 4, 5. That gives us 5 cars. I think we can go 1 that way. So we'll do on-ride photo section immediately. Go up, loop to the right, I guess, because left isn't going to work. And then we'll go up 1, 2, 3. All right, so we can put our entrance. Oh, we can even put the entrance all the way over here and then make people exit over there. I don't know how RCT2 or OpenRCT2 treats the guest finding, but in the original one, if you would have done something like that, people would have had a hard time finding the entrance because they're not linked up. People expect the entrance and the exit to be relatively close together, and if you don't do that, it's not the case. So it doesn't like that. The other one we have here is powered launch, which I don't remember that one. This one, without passing the station. And you can have it go through here, back, and then it came back into the station. It was great. Let me just speed up the lift hill here and test this. And how many? We got 7. Okay. Make that $5. And we're taking a look here and just making sure it gets through everything without any problems. Oh no, it does not. Problems abound. So let's go ahead and just make sure we get that. And now we can test again. And no, I want silver, I think. Yeah, that looks better. Up. Whew. It always scares me. It goes back through that. Up. And then back down. Okay. That looks good. We didn't have to take out any loans for that, right? No, we didn't. We still have cash on hand, too. That's awesome. Alright. It's not as high excitement as what I would have liked, so let's try it with 2. And let's just put it in fast mode to test it a little faster here. Because we're still October year 1, so I'm not super worried about anything. There we go. That's what we wanted. Low nausea, medium intensity. Oh, that's going to make... We're going to make so much money. All the money is going to be ours. And I have a slightly fun idea with this. So we're going to do something like this. Then come over. And I know this is not long enough line for what I want to do. Like, this line should be significantly longer, but it's fine. What are we going to call this? Shuttle loop? And we're going to call it 2x. We could do it 2 times. It's marketing genius, folks. it's literally terrible, but it's okay. We'll open that up. We'll see how people do with it. And then I think we're going to do some advertising for that ride as well. But if you take a look, minus the rain, like there was not a lot of people on these pathways before. And there's a fair number now, but I'm hoping that we have solved a lot of the problems with what we have here. And I may put in some food stuff farther back here, but having this is a bit of a problem. And we're in beginner's mode. There's intense mode and berserk mode as well, so there's some fun going on with that. But you can see we are up to almost 600 guests. We have not taken up a lot of space, and we're doing just fine. We have almost $3,000 in the bank. We're going to spend some of that money on advertising. And we're going to just do an advertising campaign for Shuttle Loop 2X. Do that for 4 weeks. And hopefully that's going to bring lots of new people to us and get us up to our 800. We took a big dip there for some reason. I'm not sure why. I'm going to hire some more mechanics, hire some more handymen, and hire some new security guards. All of that is unnecessary. Except maybe the mechanics. I think we need another mechanic. We have enough rides now that we should probably consider that. Let's take a look here. We got a Ferris wheel. We got an observation tower on the way. Yeah, we're doing good. I'm really happy with where we're at in this one. When I originally stated that, like, this is kind of my goal, was to just build in the area that we started with. I wasn't actually sure if that was attainable or not. And again, I remember nothing of this park, of the options for this one, anything about it. I don't remember anything about it. And that we have some options here is very fun. Especially now we can also continue to build some flat rides that aren't thrill rides, that aren't coasters. We can just have rides that exist in here, even though we're not doing that ugly green. I don't like that green. Let's yellow. Does that work? Yeah, that works. And then this one, silver or white? The white. All right, let's go with red. What does red look like? Yeah, it's not that good, but it's going to be what we have. And then this, okay, I'm happy with all that. And what's awesome about this level is the rain is relatively short-lived, so we seem to be able to build up a line, especially at least with Splinter. We have enough capacity with the line build-up that even if it rains, we're okay. What I'm going to do as well here is, let's see, get a bathroom back there, and we'll open that up. And we're a really tiny little park that has lots of bathrooms. There's only one food area. I do want to expand that. I don't know if this is the area I want to do that in, although it's not that bad. Let's put a food area in here. So we're going to expand that out, 1 and 2. We'll get another seating area, that, and then we can go in here and get that opened up and get that opened up. And it's not far from the original food area, but hopefully it draws people away from that. We got an observation tower, which we could put in right here if we wanted to, or I could save it for that back area. I don't know which one I want to do. Man, why do we keep dipping so bad? Look at our park rating here. It is dipping massively. Oh, you know why? It's because when it rains, we just have people going everywhere. So that's a problem. Let's see, how can we solve that? Can we have a pathway going here and around? I think that's going to help us out. So let's see if we can solve it with just some path management. So we're going to have this go like that. Maybe we'll do that. And then we'll have it come back up like so. Okay. And we're going to get in and do all of this stuff. There we go. Okay. That should take care of some of the complaints that we have here. But our park rating is at what right now? Okay, we're still above 600, although we are diving off and like, it's terrible. Well, let's see if we can fix that with some additional rides here to hopefully help staunch the bleeding a little bit. I was originally planning on putting a kiddie coaster of some type in here, but I think we have enough as far as coasters go. I want to make sure we have some of this other stuff built and established. We go this way. Observation tower is fine. We're going to just paint it that blue color that kind of comes with the fault in the game. And we'll open that up, and that should hopefully take care of some people too, because this thing takes, what, 20 passengers? That's a solid chunk of people. All right. We were in the rainy season, I guess, because are you leaving with money? You only spent $9. That's not enough. Where are you going? How much money did you spend? $12. Not enough. We need people to spend more money. But we do have people leaving that are not happy, which is not good for us. This guy spent at least 32 bucks, which makes me feel a little better, but still not enough to do what we need to do to win this level. So we have this whole area built up. I'm happy with the amount of money, and I mean, this is a dense little park. I'm pretty happy with the general layout. It's just that getting 800 guests into a spot like this is tough. What are you guys thinking? Most of you are sick, and you're spread equally around the park. Okay, that's fine. What do we got going on here? We got another general ride coming our way. All right, we're gonna speed the game up a little bit here. We're approaching 700 guests. Got a spiral slide. That's gonna work. We can probably plop that in right there without any problems. And it's coming April 19th, so it's coming just a couple days here. Now RCT, or Open RCT2, has a nighttime option, which I didn't know. That's super cool. It's not something I'm going to explore right now. That's going to be something I play with a little bit down the road here. But it's super cool that that's a thing that exists in the game and that you could do. So we're just outside of the limit for that. 17th, 18th, 19th, there we go. We got our spiral slide, so we can build that now. Let's see. Spin it around, and we'll put it up like that. And we'll go through and do this. And let's increase that. There we go. Okay. We're just trying to give places for people to go. And you can see that our numbers, when it's dry, have gone through the roof. When it's raining, not so much. But we only need another 70 or so guests, and then we've won this one. And what is this thing making? $10,000? Yeah, like these two are just money makers for us. This one's making $11,000, $12,000. This one's making $10,000. So like we're making $20,000 an hour just between these two rides. That's wild. And if we go into our stuff here and take a look at profit and sort it, you can see even Topspin is making, that's an insane amount of money for a Topspin. They make $3,000 an hour. The drop zone's the same thing. So like, I mean, our top rides are making us a crazy amount. Like, I just can't get over how much money that actually is. Like, it's a crazy amount of money that we are actually making with all of this. So hopefully we're going to see what we're getting up with research. Another general ride, that's fine. I want to turn on just thrill rides after this and see what we get. This one's coming to us on May 18th. Still hasn't told us what it is. We're not that far out from it. Got a maze. That's not, I don't think I'm going to work with this park. I don't dig that idea. But what I can do in the meantime is we can build, we talked about the log flume before. So let's go ahead and build the log flume. So we're going to do, get that area leveled out for what we need. Okay, that looks good. And then we get our log flume ready to roll here. Alright, so I don't have a plan in place for this log flume. We'll figure out what we want to do. I think I want to turn quicker so it rides right in there. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so we're going to do something like that. It's going to curve around and curve around again. Or maybe just go straight for one spot and then curve. There we go. So it's going to go like that and into that hole. And then we're going to have it come up. And I always like doing just a little angle because if we take a look here real fast, you see how the hole for that is angled kind of flat. If you angle both sides up, it changes the location of that. It kind of makes it make a little bit more sense. And I kind of like that part of it. We can also do an on-ride photo right there, correct? Correct. All right, cool. I'm sorry. My sound effects are unnecessary and not appreciated. I know. Let's go ahead and get this going. 9 boats is not a lot, but it's fine for what we're doing here. And we'll go through. Yeah, that will work. It's not a super long line. It's not going to take a ton of people off the pass, but it'll be fine for what we need to do. And that should also help us just make a cash grab. We've actually lost people, and I think it's hopefully because they're losing money. Yeah, I think I spent some good money in our park. How many people? We're doing all right. So let's get that going a little quicker and see what we got. Alright, that should be fine. Let's open that up. Alright, and it could probably win this just with some advertising. We're going to have another thrill ride coming our way, and we have a bunch of people here leaving, so I just want to pause it real fast and just see what's going on. You are not happy. You're only in the park for 7 minutes, so sorry, but your opinion doesn't matter. You were in the park for an hour and 17 minutes. Your opinion does matter. You're just leaving because you're out of cash, and I appreciate that. Thank you. Jessica D, you were in the park for 50 minutes. You spent all of your money, and awesome. And Suzanne T, love the smile. It's beautiful. You have 10 cents left. Bless you. But how long do you spend in the park? An hour and 3 minutes. All right, so we look like we're about an hour-long amusement park. And the battle we're fighting right now is we are losing people because of they're running out of money. So that's a concern, but it's not a major concern for what we're doing here. I'm probably going to add another bathroom back in this area. And we'll do that. We'll bring that up. And boom. Open that up. Beautiful. And I could pay off so much of this loan in a second here. There we go. We paid off half our loan. We may get out of this without any loan cost whatsoever. You can see rain, rain, rain. Let's see if the rating goes down with the rain. It's going to, because as we look at it, it's too crowded here. A large percentage of our guests just think it's too crowded. And it is. It's just too crowded. There it is. There's the dip. Oh, we got a 3D Cinnamon. Awesome. 3D Cinema is one of my favorite rides in the game. Mainly because it's a great water whenever it rains. It's a great ride to have in the rain. But there's so much more that's great about this ride. Mainly its capacity of 20 guests. And it's not super long, so people move through the line relatively quickly. Where are we at here? I can't see. Okay. Oh, I don't have to build up or down. Awesome. All right, and there we go. All right, I'm still going to build the rest of this, and then we'll call it a day. but I wanted to make sure we got that ride set up because I think it's a cool ride. There we go. All right, and then we can open that up. $2, medium excitement, and the world is a better place. Okay, so folks, that's going to wrap us up here. This is an intense little build that we have going on, but you can see we're getting people to move through. Even though I built a whole bunch of stuff there, we still have money in the bank, and we could pay off a lot of this loan and be done with it probably in, if we fast forward, pretty quickly. But that's going to wrap us up here for today. Thanks for joining me for another episode of Roller Coaster Tycoon. I'm really enjoying playing this game again. It brings back a lot of fond memories, and I've really enjoyed just going through and having a nice isometric, kind of simple game that allows you to be creative, but also challenges you a bit. So, until next time, folks, have a good one, and thanks so much. Bye-bye.